In the tuck jumps, you're going to be pressing away from the carriage and flexing at the hips, bringing the legs towards the torso. Quickly, you're going to reach the legs back out and land softly through the feet. It's an exhale as you jump away and an inhale to land. We want to make sure that there's enough timing to tuck the legs in and out before the landing, and that the abdominals maintain their connection to keep the pelvis neutral on the carriage. Exhale to jump, tucking the legs in, reach the legs back out, soft landing, bending the knees. Exhale in the tuck jump, inhale to land. As the hips flex, make sure to deepen the abdominals, connecting through the transverse muscles, keeping the sacrum still, and nice soft landing through the feet as you return. In the large air jacks, we're going to have more air time to allow the legs to go wider and the carriage to move back further on the light springs. We're going to be using an exhale to jump away and an inhale to land. Compared to the heavy springs, we need more abdominal control and more stability through the pelvis. We want to be able to sustain the jack a little bit longer in this exercise. Exhale to land through the middle and then land wide. Having as much air time as you can in these ones to abduct the legs, land wide on the jump board, and then adduct to land in. An imprint may be needed, a posterior tilt, to keep the sacrum, the low back, nice and stable on your carriage. In the leg lifts, our legs are going to be straight. As you jump away from the jump board, we're going to exhale and the legs are going to go straight up 90 or beyond, where the abdominals and the pelvis can stay in a neutral connected position. Inhale to land. Have the legs land higher up on the jump board than low. Exhale to jump away, lifting the legs up straight, and then inhale to land, bending the knees. Feel a length through the hamstrings as you float the legs up. Exhale to deepen the belly and allow a little bit of a lumbar flexion and a pelvis going into a posterior tilt. Inhale to land softly through the feet, controlling the carriage. In the beats, we're going to push off and suspend the carriage out for enough time to beat the feet together 4 times with straight legs. We want to maintain the lateral rotation through the hips and feel like the adductors are helping to pull the legs together. They need to be small, quick beats so the feet don't go too wide apart, and complete the beats while we're in the air. There's a lot of abdominal connection required, a lot of stabilization through the pelvis, so we might need to cue a little imprint or a posterior tilt to maintain the deep abdominals, the transverse muscles. As you exhale, press away and perform 4 small little beats in the air before landing softly in your laterally rotated position. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, land. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, land. Beat the inner thighs together. Focus on the connection to the inner muscles of the leg and to keep the transverse muscles connected to keep the sacrum on the bed. In the stag, we're going to maintain a laterally rotated position through the hips. As you jump away, one leg is going to flex at the hip and knee, bringing the heel towards the center of the body. The other leg is going to abduct, keeping lateral rotation out to the side. So one leg is bent, one leg is straight, and then we land back in our central position, our frog position, alternating sides. This is a big coordination exercise to keep pelvis stability, avoid lateral rotation, and side-to-side movement through the hips as you go from one side to the other. Make sure to imprint or deepen to a posterior tilt with the pelvis if needed to maintain the contact of the sacrum on the mat. As you exhale, reach one leg out to the side and one leg bent in with the heel in line with the center of the body. Exhale to reach out to the side and the other leg flexed in. Inhale to land through the center with the leg still laterally rotated. Make sure to control the pelvis, keeping a neutral position, hips level, sacrum on the bed.